So let's lay back on your mat and just melt into the floor and take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Take another breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. On your next breath in, we're going to reach the arms up overhead and bring them all the way behind you. Point your toes. And then exhale as you bring the arms back down by your sides. Pull the toes in towards your knees. Inhale, reach back, point the toes. And exhale, bring them in, fingertips reaching towards your toes. 2 more times, just like that. We're going to inhale, reach back. Exhale, pull the toes in, hands reach towards the toes. One last one. Inhale, reach back. And exhale to pull the toes in. Let's take the hands and rotate them out towards the sides. As you do that, you can rotate the ankles as well. And then the arms are going to come all the way back up overhead. Hold here, point the toes and reach. And then release that, rotate down the other direction. Hands come back down by your sides. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, arms come out, rotating the ankles and the wrists. Reach way back, hold right here for a moment. And then exhale to reverse the rotation and bring the hands down by your sides. Let's let the hands rest on the floor, bend your knees. And then tuck your tailbone so that you have a nice flat back against the floor. Hold the stomach in tight and just try to close that space so that there's no space between the back and the mat. Keeping the stomach tight, we're going to just lift the back up just a little bit. So you're tilting your pelvis just enough to lift your back up off the floor, and then we're going to tilt it back down so that there's no space. Inhale and make that space. Exhale, close the space up, pull the belly button down nice and tight. 2 more times. Exhale, pull the belly button down. This is called imprinting. You want to imprint that back right on the mat. And then we're going to lift it up. And then exhale, squeeze it down. We're going to hold it there. So there's no space at all. Stomach is tight. Pull your right knee in. Just give it a little hug with your hands. And then point your toe up towards the ceiling. We're just going to point and flex your foot. So we're just going to stay point and flex. Stomach is tight. One last one. And then pull your knee back into your chest. Rotate that ankle around. And reverse directions. And then we're going to take that foot back to the floor. Check in with your back. Make sure it's nice and flat still. Pull your left knee into your chest. Give it a hug. Point that toe up towards the ceiling. And then flex your foot and then point your foot. Inhale, exhale, point. Two more right here. And then bend that knee, bring it back into your chest, rotate your ankle around. And reverse directions. All right, and let's bring that foot down towards the floor. We're going to take your strap and wrap it around your right foot. And then we're just going to take that foot and extend your leg up towards the ceiling. Make sure your back stays flat still. You can make some adjustments to your strap to give it the amount of tension that you'd like. You're going to be able to bend your leg and then extend it back up again. Inhale and bend. Exhale, extend it up. Two more like this. And then we're going to keep that leg extended and keep your foot flexed. Inhale, lower your leg down towards the floor. Keep the stomach tight the whole way. And then exhale to lift that foot back up towards the ceiling. So again, the tension on your strap can be as tight as you want it to be. Inhale, lower down. And then exhale to bring it back up. The elbows can be resting right on the side of your mat so that you're not straining too much with your arms. And your neck should be in a nice neutral position. Four more to go here on this side. Lots of control. The last one. Let's bend that knee, take it back in, and we're going to switch the strap to your left foot. Okay. Extend that leg all the way up. And then bend it back down. We already do this on this side. We're just doing up and downs. I think we're just doing up and downs. No, we're not. We're bending first. Do two more right here. And then we're going to keep the leg extended up. Flexed foot. Slowly lower the whole leg down towards the floor. Keep the stomach tight. Exhale and bring it back up again. Inhale and lower. Exhale, bring it back up. Two more to go. One last one. And then we're going to pull your knee back in, remove the strap, and take your other knee up into the chest as well. So both knees are tucked in close. Your head is still relaxed on the floor. And we're going to take your feet and bring them up towards the ceiling. The hands, if you would like to, can come behind your back. You're just going to place them like at the top of the tailbone in a V, or whatever this is called, a triangle. Reach the feet back up. So that can feel a little bit more comfortable on your back like that. We're going to play with our toes a little bit. So I want you to flex your feet and then point your big toe only up towards the ceiling, just the big toe. And then release that. Now we're going to keep the big toe flat and try to point the other four toes up towards the ceiling. And release that. Big toe goes up. The big toe comes down, and then the other four go up. And bring them down. Keep the feet flexed. Big toe goes up. Pull it back towards you, and then push the other four toes up. One more time like that. Big toe. And then the other toes. Okay. Now, we're going to pull all 10 toes towards you. And then try to separate out the pinky toes, then the middle toes, the big toe goes up last. Now reverse that. Bring the big toes down first, then the middle toes, and then the pinky toe. Everything should be facing you now. We're going to push up the little toes, the middle toes, and then the big toe. And then reverse that. Pull back the big toe, then the middle toes, and then the pinky toe. One more time. Pinkies, little toes, big toe, middle toes, and pinky. And then you can release and pull both feet back down. We're going to take your strap again. This time, place it around both feet. So your knees are pulled in close, and then we're going to extend both legs up towards the ceiling, flexed feet, and bend them back down again. Inhale, extend, and exhale and bend. Two more like this. And then both legs are coming up towards the ceiling, keeping your stomach tight. We're going to lower the legs just a little bit. You have the strength of your strap to help you. And then exhale to pull both legs up. I don't want you to feel any strain in your back as you do this, so be cautious about how low you go with the legs. If you're feeling strong, you can go a little bit lower. If you're not, then you're just going to go a little bit. And the strap can be as loose or as tight as you want it to be. We're going to do 4 more of these. Two more to go. And one last one. And then bend the knees, release the strap. We're going to take it to the mat. And bring your feet to the floor. Changing the movement a little bit. This time we're going to do some bridges. So we're starting with your back flat on the mat. Hands are by your side. Stomach is tight, and we're going to lift the lower part of your back first. So starting with the pelvis and the hips, we're going to lift, then one vertebrae at a time reaches up towards the ceiling, and you can move your feet backwards if you want to press the hips up even higher. Now lots of control. We're going to lower back down again, starting with the upper back, then the middle, and then the hips are never going to completely touch the floor. We're going to exhale to lift back up again. And press all the way up. Inhale, slowly bring it back down. One vertebrae at a time. And exhale, lift the hips, the middle, and then the upper back. Slowly lower it back down. 2 more times, we'll do this. Exhale and lift. Inhale, lower back down. And last one here. Exhale and lift. Inhale and slowly lower back down. And then you can come all the way back to the floor. Pull the knees back into your chest. Give it another hug. And we're going to release your left knee back to the floor. Keep the right one. We're going to come back to the strap. wrapping it around your right foot. Let's bend your knee. So keeping the knee bent, take your strap only in the right hand, and then the left hand is going to come to the floor out beside you so that it helps to anchor you. Keeping that knee bent, we're going to open the knee out to the side and then pull it back in. Keep the stomach tight and your back flat on the floor so that you're not moving the back at all. The only thing that's moving is the knee and the hip. The hip is opening, the knee is going with it. 4 more to go. Going to be the last one, and then we're going to extend that leg. So if you're feeling like the hip is working hard enough without extending the leg, then you're not going to. You're going to keep it bent. But if you want to, you're going to extend your leg, maybe turn your hand so that the palm faces you with the strap, and then open that leg out to the side and bring it back up towards the center. Just like before, you don't want any part of your back to lift up. Just the leg is going back and forth. Two more to go. Last one here. We're going to come back to the center. Switch the strap to your other hand and take the right hand out to the floor. We're going to extend your left leg and then bend your right knee. So we got your strap in your left hand on the right foot, and we're going to turn your body onto your left hip so that you have a twist. Try to keep that right hand on the floor. And then bring it back to the center. Inhale, twist your body over, keep that knee bent. And then exhale, twist back to the center. One last one, and then we're going to stay rolled over on your left hip. I'm just going to change my body so that I'm facing you, but you're going to stay on your left side. Okay. Take your right hand, bring it over in front of you so that you can roll over onto your shoulder if you want to. If this bothers your shoulder to be in this position, then you're not going to do that. You're going to stay out. We're going to extend that right leg out and pull it back in. So see where it feels better for you to be, either on your back or propped up on that leg. And if you are propped up, then you might want to change your strap to your other hand so that you have it coming in and out. So you're either here, right hand, right foot, or you're back on the mat with a twist and the left hand has your strap. Whichever feels better. I'm just going to do 3 more right here. And let's roll back over onto your back. One more thing with this leg before we switch. So we're coming back up high and keeping your left leg extended. The right hand's going to stay on the floor. Now we're going to take the full leg all the way over across. Let it hover just above the floor, and then reach back up toward the ceiling, and it's going to open out towards the other side. So we're doing a full circle with the leg, or half circle with the leg. Inhale and open all the way out. And exhale to pull it in. Inhale and open. Exhale, flip it over. We've got 2 more to go. Last one. And then we're going to hold right here. So you rolled over onto your left hip. Just let the right leg hang in its strap. Feel that nice stretch come down through your glutes and the IT band. Just breathe right here. Exhale. One more breath. And then exhale. You can bend that knee and come back around to the center. Uncross that strap and then release that leg down. So we're going to take your strap and place it underneath your left foot. And starting with the right hand on the floor, the strap is in the left hand. We're just going to open that knee out to the side and then bring it back to the center. Keep the stomach tight. Try not to let the back lift up off the floor at all. Two more to go like this. And then we're going to take that leg, extend it up towards the ceiling. Switch the strap around so that your palm is facing you. The right hand is back out on the floor. We're going to take the whole leg out to the side, keep the stomach tight, and bring it back up again to the center. Inhale and open it out. Exhale, bring it up. Two more to go. And then we're going to bend that knee, straighten out your right leg, and then cross your left knee over your body, coming onto your right hip, and then open it back out to the center. Cross it over. And move it back. Two more to go. Last one here. And then I'm going to have you roll over onto your right hip. Turning my body again so I'm facing the same way. So you're either on your right hip again with your head stacked up, and then we're extending that leg out and curling it back in. Or again, if you don't want to be on that shoulder, then you're just going to roll over with it and extend like this. Whatever feels better. Extend it out and pull it back in. Four more to go right here. Last one. Come on back over onto your back. Extend your right leg or your right arm out to the side. The left arm's coming up with your foot. And we're going to do the full half circle, opening that leg out to the side and swinging it up, and then circling on to the hip a little bit to roll it over up across your body. Inhale and open. Exhale and bring it up and cross over. Two more to go like this. Last one. And this last one we're going to let hover just above the floor to feel that glorious stretch. Just hold here and breathe. That leg up, you can bend your knee to pull it back in and remove the strap. Bend both knees. Arms are coming out to the side, and we're just going to drop the knees towards one side and bring them back up to the center and drop them towards the other side. Bring them back up. Inhale as the knees go one direction. Exhale as they come back up. And inhale, drop them the other way. Exhale, come back up. One more each direction. And then we're going to extend the legs long. Take your hands and bring them up towards the ceiling so arms are parallel to each other. And we're going to reach them back behind your head and then just bring them back up towards the ceiling. So they're just coming up to the ceiling and going back behind your head. So your back is probably not flat on the floor right now because the legs are extended. If that doesn't feel good for your back, you can bend the knees and do this with the arms, with the legs bent. Get a little bit more of a stretch in your stomach when the legs are out straight, but do what feels better for you. Okay, two more like this. Now this next one, we're going to roll our bodies up. So the feet can spread out a little bit wider. And we're going to follow when your hands get up towards the ceiling. Start to peel your head off the floor, then your shoulders. And we're going to try to come all the way up to a seated position. Hinge forward. And then we're gonna roll back nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time, going back down to the mat. So lots of control. And then the head never really touches the floor as the arms reach up overhead. Exhale to follow back up again. And hinge forward. If this is too challenging and you want to hold on to your legs to have that extra support coming up, then that's totally fine. But I just want to ask you to still use lots of control coming back down, because that's where your abs will start to feel the strength. Exhale and lift up. So you can grab hold of those knees if you need to. Hinge forward. And then roll back down. Lots of control. The breath helps a lot. Inhaling on the way down. And exhaling to help you give your body just that extra boost that it needs to come up. We're going to do this 2 more times. And then on the last one, we're going to stay up in your seated position. And then just hinge forward. Let your body hang here in this forward fold. Take a breath. Exhale. Take one more breath. And then we're going to exhale to sit up straight, bend your knees, and we're going to find a balancing position on your sits bones. You're going to hold on underneath your legs. The heels can stay on the floor if you're not comfortable with lifting them, but if you are, you're going to lift the feet up and just try to balance right here. Flex your feet. And then once you're in this position, you can either stay right here or release the hands from your legs and bring them out parallel to each other. So you're either way up here or your knees or your heels are on the floor, leaning back just a little bit. And we're just going to hold here and breathe. Try to keep your back straight. You don't want to be rounded at all. Nice. Hold here and take one more breath. And then exhale to bring the heels down if you are up. We're going to try doing some rolling like a ball. So we're going to take the feet back up again. Find that balancing position. Tuck your chin and roll back. And then try to come back up again to find that balancing position that you started with. You always want to tuck your chin so you don't bang your head. Just roll up and back. Nice. We got 2 more to go. And then we're going to come back to your balancing position, either with those feet, heels on the floor, leaning back, or heels up. Now, we're going to extend the arms. Doesn't matter if you have a heel on the floor. I'll show you on the floor first. You're going to extend one leg, bring it down, extend the other leg. Or from up here, extend one, bring it down, extend the other, and bring it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Back is nice and straight. Lots of control. If you need to bring the feet down, that's fine. One more each side. And then we're going to roll like a ball 1 more round. So find your starting position, tuck your chin, roll back, and come up. 4 more. One last one. Okay. So we're going to take either your pillow or your yoga block and place it underneath your upper back. I want your head to be supported too. So if your block is not long enough to do both, then you want you to go to pillow. So you want to look like this when you lay down. Your head is up on your block and your upper back is up on your block. We're going to do some chest opening exercises. So let's start with the palms facing down towards the floor. I want you to pull the stomach tight, even though we're not actively using it right now. Just try to remember to keep it always tight. And then reach the arms back up overhead. Notice the extra stretch that you get having your chest lifted compared to when it was flat on the floor. And then bring the arms back down by your sides. Reach them back up and overhead. And then bring them down. Inhale to reach. Exhale and bring them down. Got 4 more like this. One last one. And then we're going to take the hands up towards the ceiling. Turn your palms to face each other. And then open the arms out to the side. They're not going to quite touch the floor. Hover just above. And then exhale to squeeze the palms back up together. So fingers should be spread out wide. Arms reaching as long as they can be. And then press them back up again. When the fingertips are reaching up high and out, you really activate those muscles so that even though you don't have any weight in your hands, you might feel like the muscles are getting strengthened and stronger as they stretch. And we have 4 more right here. One last one, and then we're going to keep the arms up towards the ceiling. So palms are still facing each other, but bend your arms, pull the elbows in towards the floor, and then push back up again. So we inhale, squeeze the elbows down, and exhale and push them back up. Two more like this. And then we're going to take the arms back up high. Make an X with your hands. So one arm crosses over the other. Bring them down towards your legs. And then we're going to open the X up to a Y as you bring the arms up overhead. Cross the other arm over as you bring it down. And then open up again to a Y. So alternating which arm is over and under. Inhale and lower. Exhale and open. Inhale and bring them down. And exhale and open. We're going to do 2 more. Last one right here. And then we're just going to open the arms up to a stretch. So let's bring them back up to the center. Open them all the way out to the sides. You can let them rest on the floor if that's where they want to go. And we're just going to hold here. And breathe. Let's do 2 more rounds of breath. One last one. And then exhale to release the strap, or release the block or your pillow from behind you. And we're going to use your strap. So we're going to fold your strap in half. And then fold it in half again so that it's not too long. Should be about the distance between your shoulders when it's folded in half. Okay, so we're going to do a bridge with the arm raises that we were just practicing, but now using the strap. So before we start, I want you to press the back down into the mat, pull the stomach tight, reach the arms back overhead, and then exhale and bring them in. Now this time, as we bring the arms back, we're going to lift the hips too. So hips come up, arms go back. And then we're going to lower everything down together. And as you're holding on to the strap, I want your hands to be reaching out towards opposite directions. And slowly lower back down. Exhale and lift. Inhale, slowly lower back down. Hips never quite touch the floor. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale and lower it back down. 4 more of these to go. Last one here. And then we're going to lower the hips back down, straighten out your legs, keep your strap, and we're going to do the roll-ups again, this time holding on to the strap. So we take a breath, exhale to follow the arms up with the head, come up to your seated position, and then fold forward. Inhale, slowly lower back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. And then exhale to follow back up again. Hinge forward. Inhale, slowly coming back down. And exhale to lift. Let's do 2 more of these. Last one. And we're going to stay up, hinge forward. If you want to, your strap can come behind your feet. So you might open your strap a little bit so that you have a little bit more room to hold on to it. And we're going to hinge forward again, using the strap to pull the feet backwards. Hold here and take a breath. Exhale. 1 more breath in. And then exhale to release the tension and roll back up. Now we're going to bend your left leg. Open your strap the whole way. Put it around your right foot. So your body should be turned a little bit to face the right leg. And we're going to hinge forward. Try to keep a flat back as you go. Use your strap to inch your hands down a little bit closer towards your foot, stopping where it feels right for you to stop, and then just let your head hang wherever it is. Hold here for one more breath. And then we're going to exhale to walk the hands backwards and come back up to your seated position. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Strap goes around your left foot. And we're going to inch the hands forward as you keep a flat back, leading with your chest to come down. And then just let your body hang whenever it gets to where it wants to go. And we're going to take a breath here and then exhale to inch back up. Remove the strap and extend your other leg. The strap can go to the side for now. And we're going to walk the fingertips forward, keeping your chest lifted. Walk the fingertips forward until you get to a point where you don't want to go any further, and then you're just going to let your head drop, your elbows drop. If you want to take your yoga block and put it in front of you so that you're a little bit more lifted, you can do that. Just want to let your head hang down and feel that stretch in the inner thighs. We'll hold here for 2 more breaths. Exhale. Breathe in again. And then exhale to walk those fingertips back, all the way back in. And we're going to take the feet together. So soles of your feet are together. Hands are on your ankles, and then the elbows are going to come out towards your knees. Keeping your chest lifted, if you feel like you want a little bit more of a stretch, you're going to use those elbows and press the knees down towards the floor. If you're where you want to be already, then that's fine. Hold here for 1 more breath. Exhale to release that. We're going to take your left leg and just turn the knee to face the other direction. So you have like we call it a fortune cookie. The right hand's going to go to the floor, and we're going to do the circular rotation. So we're going to lift up onto that knee. The hip pops out. You should feel a nice stretch there as it comes down. And reach up and around. Two more to go right here. And then we're going to come all the way back down. Take your left leg. We're going to cross it in front of your right. And it can stay there, or it can come all the way over onto the other side. Use your right arm to hug that knee in, and we're going to turn to look over the opposite shoulder. There and take a breath. And then exhale to release that leg. And we're going to take your right leg, turn it to face the other direction. And then the right arm is going to come up and around. You can follow it with your head as it goes. One last one. Come all the way back down and take the right leg, place it either in front of the left or all the way over on the side. The left arm comes around your knee and turn to look over your right shoulder. Hold here and breathe. One more breath. And then we're going to exhale to release that. And we're going to come onto your hands and knees. Hands should be right underneath your shoulders. Knees right under your hips. And we're going to tuck your chin, pulling your back up towards the ceiling. And then drop your belly down to raise your chest and look forward. Inhale, pull everything up. And then exhale to drop it down, raise your chest and look forward. 2 more times, we'll do this. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale to drop it down, raise your chest, look forward. Last one, inhale, bring it up. And then exhale to drop it down and look forward. We're going to come down onto your stomach to do a quad stretch. And so you want your strap. You want your strap in your right hand. Let's see. Sandra, I know this is not a good one for you, so it's okay to skip it because it bothers your knee. I think everybody else is okay with it. So we're going to take the strap, place it underneath your right foot, and turn onto your stomach. The right hand is going to come up over your shoulder. Let your strap come down towards your ankle instead of being on your foot. So it should be around the ankle. You're going to flex your foot and keep the knees in close together. So this may feel like a good enough stretch right here. If you want to deepen it, then you're going to press your ankle into that strap as if you're trying to push your foot towards the wall behind you. You should feel that tension happening in your quad and in your glute too. Let's release that. Take a breath and then exhale to press back and away. Take another breath in, release, and then exhale to push it back and away. 2 more times on this side. Inhale. Exhale, press it away. And 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, press it back and away. And then we're going to release that side. Before we do the other side, just let your head rest on your hands. So your forehead can rest on your hands. We're going to take both legs and windshield wiper them side to side. One last one each way. Let the legs come back down, and we're going to take your hands underneath your chest. Pull your stomach tight, and give a little bit of a push into the floor to lift the chest. The feet and the hips are on the floor, and then we're just going to lower down. Exhale and lift up. Strengthening your back, stretching the abs at the same time. Inhale and lower back down. 1 more of these. Exhale and push into the floor and lift your chest. And inhale and slowly come back down. Hands are coming back underneath your forehead, and we're going to windshield those legs back and forth, one side to the other. One more each side. And then we will take the strap under your left ankle. Okay, so that your hands reaching up over your left shoulder. Knees are in close together. And then exhale to push your foot towards the opposite wall. Inhale, release it, bring it in. And then exhale to press back. Inhale and bring it in. Exhale, push back. 2 more times. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, push back. And one last one. Inhale. Exhale and push back. We're going to release that side. And just let both legs stretch out. And we're going to take the arms behind your back, or behind, palms face up towards the ceiling, down by your sides. And just let your head rest on your mat. Good stretch for your neck. Releasing the back. Hold here and take a breath. Exhale. Take one more breath right here. And then we're going to exhale to lift your head and turn the face the other direction. And hold there for a few breaths. One more breath in. Exhale to come back to the center. We're going to take the hands back underneath your chest. Option on this one to keep the knees and the hips on the floor or to raise all the way up to an upward dog. It's up to you. Take a breath. Exhale, push. Straightening the arms if you want to. Lifting up onto those feet if you want to. And then we're going to drop back down and lower back down towards the floor. Just 2 more of these. Exhale to press up, either staying there or coming all the way up. Inhale, lower back down. And then the last one, exhale, lift, press up, hold here, breathe, drop your knees, and then exhale to sit back to child's pose. Made it through, everyone. So you can stay here in child's pose, reaching the arms towards the front of the mat, or placing one fist on top of the other and just letting your head rest. Hold for one more breath. And then we're going to exhale and come up to a seated position to close ourselves out. You can sit comfortably. Palms reach up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in, raise your head. And then exhale to drop your chin as you flip the palms and bring them back down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, drop them down. One last one. Inhale. We're going to press the palms together and exhale to heart center. Namaste, everyone.